Page number 59, question number 10. Wala Manufacturing Limited of Dhandhuka issued 4 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. So this is the face value at a premium of 60 per share. Premium of 60 per share. Amount was called up per share as under. On application 23 including premium 20. So over here you write in bracket face value 3 plus 20 premium. On allotment 34 including premium of rupees 30. So face value 4 plus premium 30. And on final call 13 per share including premium 10. So face value 3 plus premium rupees 10. So 10, 20, 30, 60 हो गया and 3 plus 4 plus 3, 10 हो गया. You have to write this in bracket in your textbook. Company received application for 6 lakh. We wanted to issue 4 lakh shares, but we got application for 6 lakh shares. Excess applications were rejected and money paid thereon was refunded. Amount due on allotment and final call were called up in time. All amount due on allotment and call were received except allotment and final call. Allotment and final call on 500 shares held by Himmat Bhai and final call money on 300 shares held by Hima. Prepare necessary journal entries in the books of the company for above transaction. Now first let's do the working. Here there is no first call. I remove this. We have only application, allotment and final call. Now, application, face value 3, premium 20, total 23. Allotment 4, premium 30. Total 34 and final call 3, premium 10. Total 13. Now, this information we have written. Now, application shares we received for 6 lakh and issue, we can maximum issue 4 lakh equity shares. So 4 lakh. So refund is 2 lakh shares. Now calls in areas, we have Himmat Bhai and we have Hima. So Himmat Bhai did not pay allotment for 500 shares and did not pay final call on same 500 shares. Hima did not pay final call on 300 shares. I'm putting a cross over here. It shows we did not receive for 500 shares allotment and for final call we did not receive the amount for 800 shares. Please do the working, most important, and then we start with the sum. Now keep calculator handy with you. Okay. Now first write the heading journal entries in the books of Wala Manufacturing Limited. Journal entries in the books of Wala Manufacturing Limited. Now first, सबसे पहले we receive money for application. So bank account application we received for 6 lakh shares. Into rupees 23. Debit, take calculator, 6 lakh into 23. 1 crore 38 lakhs. Two, we create a temporary account to equity share application account. One crore 38 lakh. Close the entry. Now second, equity share application account debit. Application account debit 1 crore 38 lakhs. To equity share capital. Now always remember capital can be for only for shares what we want to issue. So 4 lakh shares into rupees 20 into rupees. What is the face value? Always with the face value which is rupees 3. So 4 lakh into 3. Okay, now to equity share capital account 12 lakhs. Two, always securities premium along with capital. Four lakh shares into rupees 20. 80 lakhs. To bank account 2 lakh shares into rupees 23. ₹46 lakh. Check कर लो. Debit should be equal to credit. Close the entry. If you have any doubts, you can raise your hand and ask. Second one is always an important entry. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now, application is already done. So तुम उसको टिक मार्क कर सकते हो. मैं इसको highlight कर देता हूँ कि this is already done. We go to allotment. Now we have 4 lakh shares in the market and we want to ask for allotment. So first of all, let's call the money equity share allotment account 4 lakh shares into rupees 34 per share. So 4 lakh into 34, 1 crore 36 lakh. To equity share capital account, 4 lakh shares into rupees 4 per share, 16 lakh. To securities premium account, 4 lakh share into rupees 30, 1 crore 20 lakhs. Now we are calling so much money from our shareholders, but one of our shareholder, Himmat Bhai, did not pay for 500 shares. So bank account debit do the working 4 lakh shares minus 500 shares, which is equal to 3,99,500 shares into rupees 34. So we did not receive for 500 share total of 34 rupees, which includes face value as well as premium. So 3,99,500 into 34. So 13583, 1 crore 35 lakh 83,000. Two. We will not use calls in areas. We'll directly do it to equity share or allotment account. Close it. Any doubt so far? Okay, now final call. So let's call the money first. Equity share final call account in the bracket 4 lakh shares into rupees 30 per share. 52 lakhs. to equity share capital account. Always remember, capital will always be with the face value. That is 3. 12 lakh and 2 securities premium account. 4 lakh into rupees 10. 40 lakh. Six, bank account debit. Now, over here, during the final call made, 500 shares held by Himmat Bhai and 300 shares held by Hima. So 800 shares pay, we did not receive the final call of rupees 13. So for remaining shares, we received the money. So bank account 4 lakh shares we called for minus 800 shares. We did not receive any money. So 3 lakh 99,200 shares into rupees 13. Debit. So 5,189,600 to equity share final call account. Close it. Sum is over. Let's do the total. So this is the total. Check the entries. See if you have any doubt, difficulty, please ask. Now, what you need to remember in such sums is that whenever the amounts are given, you bifurcate the amount into two parts. Face value alag kar do, premium alag kar do. Similarly, you do the working. And now, when you go for the entry, always remember share capital and premium are best buddies. They will always come together. As you can see over here that capital credit, premium also credit, capital credit, premium also credit, capital credit, premium also credit. Always remember capital always with the face value. Capital का construction जो होगा, it will always be with the face value. So there were 4 lakh shares. We can see over here 12 lakh over here, 16 lakh over here, and again 12 lakh over here. So 24 plus 16, that comes to 40 lakhs. So total 40 lakhs ka capital bana. So that is 4 lakh into 10. Got it, all of you? Any doubt, anyone? Okay. Let's go to illustration number 7. Please make appropriate format and please do the working on your own. Illustration 7. Nisarg Pharma Limited of Gandhinagar issued 80,000 equity shares of 10 each face value at a premium of 40 per share, so plus 40. The amount was called up as under with application 14 per share. So in the bracket you write 4 plus 10. So you know 4 is the face value and 10 is the premium with allotment 33 per share. So you know 3 is the face value and 30 is the premium. Premium 10 and 30, 40 over, and final call 3 per share. So plus 0. So total comes to 10, total comes to 40. Company received application for 85,000 equity shares. Excess application received were rejected and amount received with application on this was refunded. Amount due on allotment and final call were duly called up, यानी हमने कॉल कर दिया यानी लेटर भेजा कि पैसा दे दो. All the amount due on all the share were duly received except, ये खतरनाक वर्ड है, except allotment money and final call money on 2,000 shares held by Devami. Past necessary journal entries in the books of the company for the above transaction. First, let's do the working. Now, we have application, allotment and final call. So on application, it is 4. Premium is rupees 10. On allotment 3, premium is rupees 30. And on final call rupees 3, premium is 0. So now total is 10 rupees face value and premium of 40, which comes to total comes to 50 rupees. So over here 10 is the face value and 40 is the premium. Do the working. Application we received for 85,000 shares. Issue we can have a maximum issue of 80,000 equity share. So refund of 5,000. Calls in arrears. Devami did not pay allotment and final call on 2000 shares. Cross is for they did not pay. Now Devami did not pay allotment on 2000 shares and final call on the same 2000 shares. Now don't get confused कि सर ये तो 4000 shares हो गया, 4000 नहीं हुआ है. ये हमारा working is stage wise working. So at the time of allotment we did not receive the allotment money on 2000 shares. At the time of final call, again we did not receive the money on those 2000 shares only. Is the working done? Should I start the sum? Okay, I'll wait a moment. Okay. Now write proper heading and let's start with the first transaction which will take place is money comes in our account, bank account debit. How many shares? 85,000 shares into rupees 14 per share. So 11,90,000 to equity share application account. $11,90,000. Close the first entry. Second entry important. Equity share application is a temporary account, so we have to close it when we transfer it to capital. So equity share application account debit 11,90,000 to equity share capital. In the bracket now capital can be maximum of 80,000 shares into what is the face value into rupees 4. So 80,000 into 4 is 3,20,000 to securities premium account. 80,000 shares into rupees 10 is the premium amount, 8 lakhs. And to bank account for refund. Right over here, refund. How much refund? 5,000 shares into rupees 14. 70,000. Let's check. Okay. Debit is equal to credit. Close it. Third one. Now application is already done. This is over. I'll highlight it. It's done. Now on allotment, we are going to call 33 rupees. Now third entry, equity share allotment account. 80,000 shares into rupees 33. 26,40,000 to equity share capital account. Now we already know that these are our shareholders. So when we call the money, at the same time we transfer it to capital account. Now 80,000 shares into rupees 3. 2,40,000. Capital always with the face value. I'm repeatedly telling this so that it gets registered in your mind. Equity share capital, capital always with the face value. To securities premium account. 80,000 shares into rupees 30. 24 lakhs. Now fourth one, bank account. Please try to do it on your own. 80,000 shares minus we did not receive allotment on 2,000 shares held by Devami, which is equal to we received amount on 78,000 shares only into rupees 33. 25,74,000 to equity share allotment account. We are not using calls in areas. If you want to use calls in areas, it will be bank account debit, calls in areas account debit to equity share allotment account. You can refer my lecture of calls in areas. Okay, but it's not required. Textbook is also following this method. So we will go as per this method. So equity share allotment transactions also done. So I'll highlight it. Now final call is 3 per share. So we call the final call from our shareholder, equity share final call, de do, call account, 80,000 shares into rupees 3 per share, so 2,40,000. To equity share capital account, no premium over here, directly face value 80,000 shares into face value rupees 3, so 2,40,000. Now we called for 2,40,000 rupees. So 80,000 शेयर्स जिनके पास थे, जिन जिन लोगों के पास थे, हमने उनको लेटर भेजा, ईमेल भेजा, मैसेज किया, कॉल भी कर दिया कि पैसा दे दो. और जैसे हमने ये सब किया, हमने ऐसा मान लिया कि ये मिल ही जाएंगे, तो कैपिटल में हमने इसको ट्रांसफर कर दिया. बट ऐसा कोई ना कोई तो होगा ही जो हमारी आवाज नहीं सुनेगा, कॉल ब्लॉक कर देगा, मैसेजेस का रिप्लाई नहीं करेगा, ईमेल नहीं पढ़ेगा. तो देवामी जिसके 2,000 शेयर थे, उसने ये फाइनल कॉल भी नहीं भरा. सो 6, try to do this on your own. Bank account, 80,000 shares minus 2,000 shares, which is equal to 78,000 shares into rupees 3 is what we received. So 2,34,000 to equity share final call account. Close it. Do the totals. $80,68,000. Underline it. Go through the sum. See if you have any doubt.